Guys, I've just finished sharing all of my SQE notes. By the way, I made a list of SQE 2 interview questions. Do you want me to share that? And a lot of you guys have been asking me how I study for my SQE, and this is how. So I've printed out all of the notes that I shared online. I think making those notes itself already helped me study because it helped me regroup information in a way that made sense to me. So it helped me actually understand the information, which of course helps with memory. Now, after those notes have already been made, I like to print it out just because I memorize better with hard copies. Now, I don't make flashcards because for me personally, that doesn't help me memorize. And I think it's because with flashcards, I try to force myself to brute memorize the information without actually understanding the content. So in turn, it doesn't really stick. Instead, what I found really helps is to ask why a certain thing is the way it is. So let's take a really simple example. In criminal law and practice, a suspect's rights can only be delayed if certain grounds are present. These grounds are slightly different depending on whether this is a right to legal advice, to have someone informed of the arrest, the right to an appropriate adult, or the right to an interpreter. Instead of trying to force myself to memorize the grounds for each of them, I try to conceptualize why it is that certain grounds are present for certain rights and absent from the others. And this is what I conclude, which helps me remember the grounds. And I think it's pointers like these scattered across the notes that I've shared with you guys that really helps me understand and conceptualize, and by doing that, memorize parts of the SQE that might be a little harder to remember. Anyways, I hope that helps, and my exam's in 6 days, so I definitely need to get back to studying. Okay, bye! And of course, good luck!